Yeah. Pull up a chair. Real stories only. No filters. No cap. Staxx in the building. Chattin with Staxx. Where the real ones talk. Every scar got a story. Every mile got a walk. From the cell block walls to a brand new path. Everybody got a pass when you're chatting with Staxx. Chattin with Staxx. Let the truth come out. No fake headlines. No manufactured clout. Just life on the table. Every lesson attached. You might leave change when you're chatting with Staxx. Seen no bikers. Seen ex-cons too. Seen folks rebuild when they thought they were through. Some came from violence. Some came from pain. Some lost everything and got it all back again. Microphone on. Let the conversation breathe. Everybody got something hidden up they sleeve. Not preaching perfection. Not selling the dream. Just showing what survival really means. The streets leave marks that the cameras can't see. Years of hard lessons become history. Some carry regret, some carry pride. Some still fighting demons they can never quite hide. With Staxx, where the real ones talk. Every scar got a story, every mile got a walk. From the cell block walls to a brand new path. Everybody got a pass when you're chatting with Staxx. One guest says prison changes whole view. Another says sobriety pulled them through. One talks motorcycles, another talks faith. Everybody trying to find their place. No Hollywood script, no polished disguise. You can see the truth sitting right in their eyes. The road gets rough, everybody knows, but strength is measured by how far you grow. Some lost brothers, some buried friends, some hit rock bottom and climb back again. That's why people listen when the stories get deep, because real recognizes real in every scene with Staxx. Where the real ones talk. Every scar got a story, every mile got a walk. From the cell block walls to a brand new path. Everybody got a pass when you're chatting with Staxx. Chatting with Staxx.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about Harley Guindon getting into a heated discussion with the police on the side. I believe it was the side of the road. We're going to get into that. We got a lot of things to talk about. We're going back to Scotland today. We're going to talk about what's going on over there. We're going over to the Iron Range. The Iron Range did a really a noble thing, the Iron Range Motorcycle Club. And we're going to talk about this woman who passed away in a motorcycle accident near Sturgis. You guys know Sturgis is just starting to pop off. I believe it starts this weekend, right? Is it this weekend? Thank you guys all for joining me today. Thank you guys for all the donations. If you like the show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about Chattin with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch the show. If you want to donate to the show, you could hit up the Cash App at Chattin with Staxx, or you can hit up Venmo, PayPal, Super Sticker, Super Chat, Zelle, all that good stuff. I put the money right back into the show, and I told you guys I'm going to start doing in-person interviews, so donations are welcome. I can't get to these places without the money to do it all, but I have a bunch of interviews lined up. I'm going to be going to the people and interviewing them in person, so I'm going to be in clubhouses and different spots. You guys will see it. It'll be dope. But the interviews are going to be farther between because I got to travel there. I got to edit it and everything else. But I'm going to be upgrading my whole content. But I'm still going to be doing these live. So stick around for all that. Make sure you check out Patreon and Spotify. A lot of great content. So let me see who we got in the building. Herman, what's going on? Thank you for joining me. Chief, what's good? JP's in the building. Mr. Ripple, how are you? It's always good to listen. Big ups. Thank you. I appreciate that. So first, we're going to start it with this woman was unalived in a motorcycle crash. FX or SF woman, Sioux Falls, South Dakota woman died in a motorcycle crash near Sturgis on Thursday. Sioux Falls woman died in a crash involving a motorcycle near Sturgis Thursday afternoon. According to a news release from South Dakota Department of Safety, around 1 p.m., emergency crews were dispatched to the U.S. Highway 14 for a crash. Officials say the woman was traveling eastbound on Highway 14, driving a Suzuki at the time. The driver of the Victory Jackpot, whatever the fuck that is, was traveling westbound and failed to yield to the curve. He crossed into the eastbound lane and struck the Suzuki. Damn. So you guys know when you go around a corner and people are in your fucking lane. Someone did that shit to me yesterday. The driver of the Suzuki sustained fatal injuries. The driver of the Victory was transported to the hospital in Sturgis and is expected to live. The eastbound lanes were closed for about an hour. The names of those involved have not been released, pending the notification of family members. I mean, it's a sad situation, right? Especially these people are probably going to Sturgis to have a good time. And then next thing you know, they get into a crazy accident and then they're screwed, right? So I want to show you guys, Sturgis is live streamed, right? They live stream the whole thing. So you can go on any street. I believe there's like 3 different views. But I got some people that are in Sturgis that we're going to be corresponding with. But there is a website, City of Sturgis, South Dakota. And you can watch. You see the activity is starting to pick up there. You can watch these live streams. They're on YouTube. I believe there's 3 different views. You could see it's packed. Main Street's packed. And it tells you where it is. Live Hotel Sturgis on Main Street and Harley Davidson Way. See? It's packed there. We'll see if the Dingleberry brothers show up this year, right? I just wanted to show you guys these live streams. I didn't know they had these before. But you can go to YouTube and check them out. It looks like it's a beautiful day there, doesn't it? There's a lot of people. They're starting to file in. Hey, happy Friday, Wilson. How you doing? I don't think you'll be able to really see anything on these, right? On these little Sturgis cams. If something transpires, I don't know. Would they zoom in? They can zoom in, obviously. They can see anything you're doing there. Like, they have capabilities that are pretty, and I'm sure there's a lot more cameras than just these 3, right? In the town. There's probably cameras everywhere. But I'm hearing that in Sturgis, it's very policed, right? Every time you put your feet down, the same thing in Daytona. Every time you put your feet down, the police are right there. So you can't go anywhere in the town. When you put your feet down, the police are right there. That's overkill, I think. They need to let these people just do their own thing. But it's starting to go mainstream, right? Bigger people are, Sturgis is probably one of the biggest rallies. And over time it gets watered down. And it starts going mainstream. And then people are like, damn, I don't want to be around that many people. I don't want to go to something like that where it's that many people. But what do you guys think? I'll bring you guys the live streams another time. We got a lot of things to talk about. So, the Iron Wings Motorcycle Club. Let me see. I don't believe that's their back patch, but the Iron Wings Motorcycle Club raised $21.50 to help local cancer patients. I mean, that's a noble cause, right? Iron Wings Motorcycle Club donates $1,200 or $21.50 to the Angel Fund following President's charity ride. The Iron Range Motorcycle Club recently presented $2,150 donation to the Angel Fund with the proceeds of the annual President's Ride to fight breast cancer held July 11th. The charity ride brought together more than 60 motorcycle enthusiasts from across the region for a day of fellowship and fundraising, with all the proceeds benefiting Angel Fund, a nonprofit organization that provides financial assistance in Northwest Minnesota residents undergoing cancer treatments. We are incredibly grateful to the Iron Range Motorcycle Club for choosing Angel Fund as a beneficiary of this year's ride, said the executive director. Their generosity and the generosity of everyone who participated will have a direct impact on local cancer patients and their families. Every dollar helps ease the financial burdens that often come with treatment. Since founding in 2011, Angel Fund has provided more than $1.2 million in financial assistance to more than 3,200 Northeast Minnesota residents facing cancer. Assist helps patients everyday necessities as transportation, groceries, and other expenses that are not covered by insurance. I mean, that's a noble thing. Shout out to them for doing a noble cause and raising money for the Cancer Fund. So, there was a crazy story in Bristol, Connecticut, where this woman gets into a road rage situation, pulls out a firearm on a father and his kid. Insane. I don't know if I could show the picture here. Maybe. So, fuck it, I'll show it. Boom. She pulls out a weapon on this father and the son, all because of a road rage situation. Like, I just don't understand people. And you guys know we talked about the situation with the Mad Dogs. So it's getting crazier. I told you guys how the Mad Dogs president, the guy that was attacked on the motorway, right? He came out, made a statement. He has left the club. He is no longer a part of the Mad Dogs. And this is pretty crazy. It comes at a critical time because he was saying, we will fight. We are strong. We will fight. And now all of a sudden he quits the club. That's this guy. All of a sudden he's not in the club anymore. He faces amputation of his hands. I guess he held his hands up and he got hit in the hand with a machete. They came at him with bats, knives, and machetes, bats, all kinds of shit. So the accused, so someone was arrested for this situation. A man accused of attempted murder, a car allegedly driven at the Mad Dogs riders outside of a pub. This is a whole different situation, but it's all connected to the same thing. A 39-year-old man appeared in court accused of attempted murder following the alleged incident in which a vehicle was driven into a group of motorcycle riders in Bishopton. Let me show you guys. This is a crazy situation. Fraser Gunn appeared in sheriff's court after police arrested him in connection with the incident for allegedly taking place on Saturday, July 11th. According to the case details, Gunn is accused of driving a vehicle into a group of riders associated with the Mad Dogs Motorcycle Club. Before allegedly leaving the scene, the allegations have now resulted in one of the most serious charges possible under Scottish law: attempted murder. The alleged attack in Bishopton, the case enters on the incident in Bishopton that prompted the police to investigate after reports of a group of motorcyclists had been struck by a vehicle. Police subsequently stopped and arrested Gunn, 39, in connection with the alleged attack. Authorities have not alleged the information currently available and anyone was killed in the incident. They have not released that. Gunn attempted murder charge remains an allegation. The case has not yet gone to trial. 55-year-old man was also arrested in connection with attempted murder investigation. He was later released pending further police inquiries. No information is provided to indicate the second man has been charged. Gunn faces separate fire-raising allegation, whatever the fuck that means. The Bishopton incident is not only an allegation Gunn faces, he also is accused of unlawful fire-raising in connection with a separate incident on the premise of Edison Street in Hillington on May 12th. The alleged incident occurred roughly 2 months before Bishopton case. The two accusations now place Gunn before the Scottish courts, facing both involving both deliberate fire. It must be arson, right? Fire raising. That's what it's called. Fire raising. That's weird. However, the charges are accusations, and he's entitled to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. But we all know how that goes, right? Private appearance in court. Gunn appeared in a dock at Paisley Sheriff's Court during the private hearing and made no plea during his appearance, and he was released on bail. Of course he was. Further court days is expected to be set by the prosecution moves forward. The case, the fact that Gunn made no plea at this stage should not be interpreted as an admission or denial of the allegations. Scottish criminal procedure commonly involves initial court appearances before a case proceeds to later hearings. Police investigation continues. While Gunn is now being formally brought before the court, police inquiries surrounding the Bishopton incident have continued, as demonstrated by the arrest of subsequent release of 55-year-old man. The centered allegation remains that a vehicle intentionally driven into the motorcycle riders and then left the scene. The prosecutors will eventually present as evidence to support the allegations, and what Gunn's defense will argue in response will become clear as the case progresses through the courts. For now, the facts are limited but serious. Fraser Gunn, 39, has been charged with attempted murder in connection with the alleged incident July 11th involving a vehicle and the Mad Dogs riders, separately accused of unwillful fire raising over May 12th incident in Hillington. He has made no plea, and he has been released on bail. I mean, what the fuck? You guys remember the Iron Wings Motorcycle Club, right? We talked about them in the past. So, Iron Wings leader sent to federal prison. Cocaine case cuts Christopher Matolsky's Jr. off from the Erie Motorcycle Club. He is no longer allowed to associate with the motorcycle club anymore. For Christopher Matolsky Jr., the consequences of federal cocaine case extended far beyond prison walls. Matulski, 37, identified in court proceedings as a high-ranking member of the leader of the Erie Iron Wings Motorcycle Club, has been sentenced to 18 months in federal prison in a case that centered around allegations that cocaine was being distributed from inside the Erie clubhouse. When Matulski eventually walks out of federal custody, another significant restriction will remain. He cannot simply return to associating with the Iron Wings. As part of the conditions imposed in the case, Matulski is prohibited from associating with members of the motorcycle club without approval from his probation officer. Do you think they're going to give him approval to hang out with motorcycle club guys? Probably not. It is a restriction that effectively places federal supervision between Matulski and the organization he helped lead, nearly a year away from the club. The separation has already been underway for months. Matulski has been unable to interact freely with fellow Iron Wings members for approximately 11 months, dating back to his incarceration following a federal case. The federal prosecution alleged Matulski dealt cocaine from the Iron Wings clubhouse near East 11th Street and East Avenue in Erie. With the conduct occurring during 2024 and 2025, the case brought federal scrutiny directly to the man authorities described as occupying an important position within the motorcycle club. Earlier reporting on Matulski's legal troubles described him as a leader of the Iron Wings. In April of 2025, the judge revoked his bond in another proceeding after concluded that he represented a danger to the community. That description put Matulski back behind bars for months before his latest sentencing. The federal drug cases changes the picture. Cocaine prosecution ultimately became more than just a controversial drug case because Matulski's position within the Iron Wings. According to the case, the alleged transactions were tied to the club's own Erie headquarters rather than an unrelated location. The distinction placed the clubhouse and Matulski's role inside the organization at the center of the investigation. Federal authorities allege the cocaine dealing occurred inside the clubhouse during 2024 and 2025. Matulski subsequently indicted on federal drug charges September 2025. His incarceration follows the indictment created a immediate separation from the motorcycle club he helped lead. Now the sentencing ensures the separation will continue. 18-month behind bars, the federal supervision. The court imposed an 18-month federal prison sentence on Matulski, but the prison term is only part of the punishment. Once released, Matulski will remain subject to conditions governing who he can associate with. Most notably, he is prohibited from associating with Iron Wings Motorcycle Club unless his probation officer approves the contact. Come on, they're not going to approve that. We got in the building. Hey, so loud, what's going on, man? Psycho, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today. Jason, how are you? Jack, what's good, Jack? Ray, how you doing, man? Dave, thank you guys all for joining me. I appreciate you. Comes with the life, hence outlaw lifestyle. If you rock the diamond, understand jail or death comes with the lifestyle. You don't just quit, sign of weakness. Al Roseberry's in the house. What's going on, man? Ghost Eagle Guardian, good morning. They're guilty until proven innocent. 100%. It's always like that, man. Skylight, how you doing? What the fuck? Why do you get caught with a blow? Dealing it within the club sounds like a setup. Who's in the clubhouse, right? 100%. Have the Headhunters MC in Alberta now? Staxx, did you know we have the Headhunters MC in Alberta now? No, I didn't know that. No, I think I did see that a while back. Tommy, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. Hey, Buster, what's going on? So he is no longer allowed, right? The clubhouse centered at the case. The Iron Wings clubhouse sits in east of Erie, around East 11th Street and East Avenue. According to federal case against Matulski, investigators allege the cocaine transactions took place within the clubhouse. Obviously, there's a rat, right? They probably had cops buying it from him or something. Those allegations ultimately resulted in prosecution and removal, and removed one of the club's higher-ranking figures from the organization, placed him under federal authority. The case also unfolds against the backdrop of broader federal narcotics enforcement in Erie. Federal prosecutors have continued targeting cocaine and fentanyl trafficking throughout the Northwest Pennsylvania. In May of 2026, the U.S. Attorney's Office and District of Pennsylvania announced charges against 15 defendants from Pennsylvania, New York, and Ohio following separate investigations into the Erie-focused cocaine fentanyl trafficking. Matulski's prosecution is separate from that case, but his sentencing comes during a period of significant federal attention on narcotics distribution in the Erie region. So he is screwed, right? The prison sentence has an expiration date. For Matulski, the immediate number is 18 months. That's not that long, a year and a half, right? But it lasts a lot longer, it says here. The conditions of federal supervised release follows continue controlling the defendant, where he goes and what he does. In Matulski's case, he is permitted from associating with. They can do that. I mean, you can't associate it with felons if you're on parole. Did you know if you get shot while you're on parole, you violate your parole? Did you know that shit? If you are the victim of a shooting and you get shot while you're on parole, they lock you up. It's the craziest shit. Like, it's insane. I don't get it. It makes no sense. So we got, check this case out. This is crazy. Casino robber who demanded $1 million and shot at officers, ordered to federal prison. Let's see if I get this picture for you guys. It takes a lot of balls to go inside a casino and fucking try some shit like this, right? An Oregon man who robbed the Wild Horse Casino in Pendleton and then shot at a tribal police officer 4 years ago is sentenced to 20 years in federal prison. Javier Francesco Vigil, 54 years old, a resident of Pendleton, also ordered an Oregon District Court to pay $2,000 in restitution. Virgil went to trial in April 2026, but on the second day pleaded guilty to attempted murder, interference, and commerce of a robbery, and being a felon in possession of a gun with an armed criminal enhancement. He is fucked. Virgil gambled and lost when he chose to rob the casino with a gun. His violent actions endangered innocent employees, patrons, and law enforcement officers. He deserves to receive the full consequence under federal law, they said. Branford also praised law enforcement officers Virgil shot at, saying the officer risked his life to stop Virgil from harming anyone else. On August 17, 2022, Virgil got a ride to the Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Wearing a baseball cap, gloves, sunglasses, he walked to the cashier cage in the gambling area and handed the cashier a note demanding $1 million. Initially, she laughed, thinking it was a joke, according to court documents. Virgil responded by pulling out a pistol from a holster he had on his hip and pointing it at her. He threatened. "Bathe everyone in blood," he said. The cashier also remembered him saying, "I'm fucking God," as he pulled out almost $70,000 from the cash drawer. She put the money on the counter and Virgil demanded she put it in the bag, according to court documents. While she had the cash drawer open, she hit an emergency button. 2 minutes after entering the casino, Virgil walked out with $69,000 in a clear plastic bag. Outside, he spotted the police and shot at the officer. The officer shot back, hitting Virgil, court documents said. Employee of the casino for school events was caught in the crossfire and was injured. He tried an insanity defense. After Virgil was arrested, he was allowed to rob the casino because he was God, he said. He showed empathy for the cashier, saying he could tell that she was scared of him and did not want her to get hurt, court documents said. He also said he did not fire directly at the officer because he did not want to hurt the officer. During the course of the case, Virgil said he was S. You guys know what that is. When he robbed the casino, and that people were ignoring his messages and social media posts. I mean, when people are, poor me, people don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? What the hell do they want to hear that for? I mean, people cry all the time, right? My life's over. I mean, if you're struggling with mental health, go get help. Don't go on the internet and cry about it. Go call what is it? There's a hotline you can call if you're struggling out there. It takes that's not balls, it's just stupid. Call it what it is. Right? You're safer doing it at a bank. Yeah, you ain't ever getting away with that. No way. So, Seeing Choice just had an anniversary, right, of their revival, and they got pulled over. They got pulled over a couple times. And, hey, Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. Tommy, what's good, man? So they got pulled over a couple times, and one of these times, Harley gets into a heated debate with the police officer about, I think his tires were like melted or they were burning them out or something. I don't fucking know. You guys got to watch it. You guys tell me, all right? I'm going to show you guys the videos, and we'll talk about it. All right, here's the first video of the group getting pulled over.
Probably a Hell's Angel.
Look at this, guys.
Look at this guy with his fucking helmet.
Listen, the biker enforcement unit, they want these people off the streets. Like, they label them a criminal enterprise, right, up in Canada. And they're going off of what they used to be about. It's kind of hard to get yourself a different reputation, right, when they're just going off of what you used to be about.
Everyone's getting a ticket for the mufflers.
They give you a ticket up there because of the mufflers?
Here in Quebec, if there's a nut,
So this is in Quebec.
bolt or whatever on a muffler, the muffler is illegal. You know, the guy from Saskatoon riding my bike, he doesn't have his fucking driver's license on him.
What? He said the guy that's riding his bike, why is someone else riding your bike, sir, doesn't have his driver's license. He said the guy riding his bike doesn't have his driver's license. I don't know if he said doesn't have it on him or doesn't have it. If he doesn't have it, I thought they were all supposed to have a driver's license.
So I just, I don't fucking have his fucking driver's license on him.
I think he said on him, right?
The guy from Saskatoon riding my bike, he doesn't have his fucking driver's license on him.
I think he said on him.
I don't fucking lose it.
He sounds like a pissed off old man, don't he? He doesn't have his fucking driver's license on him. He's a fucking man.
that if there's a nut, a bolt or whatever on a muffler, the muffler is illegal. The guy from Saskatoon riding my bike, he doesn't have his fucking driver's license on him. So I just hope I don't fucking lose it.
All right, so now I'm going to show you the video. I haven't had a DL in 20 years. Might get it back in 27. Bro, I thought if you're a member of Satan's Choice, you're supposed to have a driver's license. They don't let you in the club without a motorcycle license. That's what they said. He clearly said that on the interview. I don't know. What's up with that? Loud pipes save lives. 100%. They can see you coming, right? All right, so this is the part where he gets into the heated debate with the police officer. You ready? So you could see his tires like kind of melted, right? Oh, you're not in Choice. Oh.
That right there is what we got to burn off, which is why we are doing the burnouts, the hot tar.
So he has an excuse for doing the burnout to the police officer. He's telling the cop, this is why we're doing the burnout, because of the hot tar is on my tire. Do you hear that? Listen to what he says.
That right there is what we got to burn off, which is why we are doing the burnouts, the hot tar. We'll pop our tires if we don't. We're not trying to be malicious in Quebec.
I'm gonna give you a ticket. I'm gonna get the tar off our tires without blowing smoke.
He didn't just say, do you know who I am, right? He didn't say that, right?
Not trying to be malicious in Quebec.
I'm gonna give you a ticket.
He did. He did say it. Come on, man. He said, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Keegan, what's going on? Shout out to Toronto.
I'm gonna give you a ticket.
You already know who I am.
Without blowing smoke. You understand what I'm saying? We're trying to get the fucking tar off our tires so we can leave. Now you're stopping us from leaving. Look, I told you.
All right, so listen, if you have tar on your tire and you ride your bike, wouldn't it come off the fucking tire once you're riding it? I mean, instead you do a burnout with it. I mean, I would think you would just ride your bike and it would fucking come off the tire, right? I never dealt with a tar on the tire. I mean, the factory from the Harley Davidson Quebec cops are idiots.
I want to go out of your province, but we can't leave unless we get the tar off our tires for good.
That's his argument, right? We have to get to, I'm the rusty part of the handlebars. He said they have to get the tar off their tires. So that's his argument for doing burnouts. I heard it all now, bro. Heard it all. That's from doing burnouts, Psycho says. That's from doing burnouts. That's how you get tar on your tires. And now he's saying, I can't leave your province because you're not letting me take the tar off the tire.
Right? You understand what I'm saying? We're trying to get the fucking tar off our tires so we can leave. Now you're stopping us from leaving.
Look, I told the tar on my tire. That's all.
I want to go out of your province, but we can't leave unless we get the tar off our tires for good cause. If the cops and we all have to stay in your province and go to Harley deal. You guys are not taking it. Don't go over there. Identify you and my ticket. Because of the tar on the fucking tires, we're all going to crash. Okay, you're the one guy's acting fucking idiot, and we'll let us leave. The guy that was running the construction said we can't screw it up.
He said we're all going to crash. He said we're all going to crash. We can't leave your province because we have tar on our tire. Look at all these cops around him. Look. That guy with the glasses is a cop. You see him? He's got the fucking... He's probably a bike cop, right? He tries to look like a fucking... Looks like a wrestler, bro. We got 171 people in the house. Hit that like button. If you want to donate to the show, you get up to Cash App. Chattin with Staxx. Rare. I'm going to do in-person interviews. If you guys like in-person interviews, I need to get funding so I can go state to state and do some in-person interviews. Here, let's take a
That right there is what we got to burn off, which is why we are doing the burnouts, the hot tar. We'll pop our tires if we don't. We're not trying to be malicious in Quebec.
Did you guys ever hear that? Did you guys ever hear that? That if you don't get the tar off the tire, it'll pop your tire? Anyone ever hear that before? I'm just curious. Honestly. They're saying the reason why they're doing burnouts is because they got tar on their tire and it'll pop their tire if they don't. They're not trying to be malicious.
That right there is what we got to burn off, which is why we are doing the burnouts, the hot tar. We'll pop our tires if we don't. We're not
Psycho says 100% BS.
trying to be malicious in Quebec.
I'm gonna give you a ticket. I'm gonna get the tar off our tires without blowing smoke. Right? You understand what I'm saying? We're trying to get the fucking tar off our tires so we can leave. Now you're stopping us from leaving.
Look, that's all the tar on my tire. That's all.
I want us out of your province, but we can't leave unless we get the tar off our tires for a good pump. If the pops, then we all have to stay in your province and go to Harley Guindon. You guys are acting here. Don't listen. Don't go over there. Identify you. Because of the tar on the fucking tires, we're all gonna crash. Okay, you're the one guy's acting fucking idiot, and we'll let us leave. The guy that was running the construction said we can't bring it up. Hey, having my guys back, saying no more guys will have your guys back. This is fucking retarded. We're gonna fucking that we have to burn it off our tires. And now you come to try to tell us that we gotta get out of here. And you just talking to you properly. I didn't call you. I wasn't fucking in there. You're pretty much telling me to go fuck myself, right? Check my records. I don't know how
He said, check my record. I don't care. Check my record. So, what do you guys think of his debate? I think you just ride the bike and it gets the tar off the tires, right? Till these cops fuck off. You just jump on your bike. There's no reason for all this debate. You ride the bike and the fucking tire, the tar comes off the tire. These guys are just arguing with the cops for no reason. What do you guys think? Do you think they need to do a burnout to get this tar off their tire? Or can you just ride the bike and the tar will come off the tire? What do you guys think?
There is what we got to burn off, which is why we are doing the burnouts, the hot tar. We'll pop our tires if we don't. We're not trying to be malicious in Quebec.
I'm gonna give you a
Why escalate it? Take the ticket and move on. 100%.
I'm gonna get the tar.
He said, I already know you know who I am.
I'm gonna get the tar off our tires without blowing smoke. Right? You understand what I'm saying? We're trying to get the fucking tar off our tires so we can leave. Now you're
It can cause sliding or lose of grip, especially when cornering, braking, riding lots of hot roads. But I mean, you just ride the bike and the fucking shit comes off. Like it doesn't, you just ride the bike on the highway and fucking shit will come right off. You're telling me all this guy's tires are full of fucking tar? Is it that hot up there? Quebec cops always pull 1%ers over every time.
stopping us from leaving.
Look, that's all the tar on.
He just got done doing a burnout. That's why his tire looks like that. I mean, your tire doesn't look like that just from riding on the road, right? Thank you so much. Membership for 25 months. Make sure you guys check out the membership. There's a lot of dope videos, and I got some really good interviews lined up in person. I'm going to be dropping a video a week. I'm still going to do these lives, but I'm going to be dropping a video a week of the interviews in person. I'm stepping the game up. And it's going to be like, kind of like a mini documentary about each person. So it's going to be good. I'm going to use the drone. I'm going to do a lot of different things. So What do you guys think of his argument?
That right there is what we gotta burn off, which is why we are doing the burnouts, the hot tar.
So he said that's what he needs to burn off his tire. That's why they're doing burnouts. Someone said in the comments that that's why it's theirs from the burnouts. What do you guys think of this?
We'll pop our tires if we don't. We're not trying to be malicious in Quebec.
I'm gonna give you a ticket. I'm gonna get the tar off our tires without blowing smoke. Right? You understand what I'm saying? We're trying to get the fucking tar off our tires so we can leave. Now you're stopping us from leaving.
Look, that's all the tar on my tire. That's all.
I want us out of your province, but we can't leave unless we get the tar off our tires for a good pump. If the pops, then we all have to stay in your province and go to Harley Guindon. You guys are not fucking don't listen. Don't come over there. Identify you and my ticket. Because of the tar on the fucking tires, we're all gonna crash. Okay, you're the one guys act like fucking idiot, and we'll let us leave. The guy that was wanting to construct that said we can't bring it up. Hey, having my guys back, saying no, my guys will have your guys back. This is fucking retarded. We're gonna fucking that we have to burn it off our tires. And now you come to try to tell us that we gotta get out of here. If you just fucking properly, I didn't call you. I wasn't fucking in there. You're pretty off telling me to go fuck myself, right? Check my records. I didn't call you here. At all. Trust me, I don't care if you're a little ticket out of it. It's gonna let me lose it. I don't give a fuck.
Smart reason to get out of a stunting ticket. Yeah. I mean, I guess, right? Why they don't like that shit when you do burnouts. You get a ticket for that, right? I'm gonna put captions on this so we can see exactly what they're saying. All right. I'm going to put the captions on it so we can see every word they're saying. I think I have a piece of it with the caption on it. So let me check. Yeah, I have 4 of them with the caption, so we'll check them out. Let's see what they're really saying. All right, you ready? Let's see.
But we can't leave unless we get the tar off our tires for a good pump. If the pops, then we all have to stay in your province and go to Harley Guindon. Out of your province, but we can't leave unless we get the tar off our tires for a good pump. If the pops, then we all have to stay in your province and go to Harley Guindon. You guys are not fucking don't listen. Don't come over there. Identify you and my ticket.
They said they want to identify them. So listen, these cops have ulterior motives. They want to know who the fuck these people are. They want to log everybody. I mean, they're in a 1% motorcycle club. Of course they want to do that, right? They don't want to just let these guys leave.
Out of your province, but we can't leave unless we get the tar off our tires for a good pump. If the pops, then we all have to stay in your province and go to Harley Guindon. You guys are not fucking don't listen. Don't come over there. Identify you and my ticket. Because of the tar on the fucking tires, we're all gonna crash. Okay, you're the one guys act like fucking idiot, and we'll let us leave. The guy that was wanting to construct that said we can't bring it up.
They're not gonna crash, man. Obviously, see if any of them have warrants. They really want to log who they are so they can know.
Because of the tar on the fucking tires, we're all gonna crash. Okay, you're the one guys act like fucking idiot, and we'll let us leave. The guy that was wanting to construct that said we can't bring it up. Hey, having my guys back, saying no, my guys will have your guys back. This is fucking retarded. We're gonna fucking that we have to burn it off our tires. And now you come to try to tell us that we gotta get out of here. If you just talk. Because of the tar on the fucking tires, we're all gonna crash. Okay, you're the one guys act like fucking idiot, and we'll let us leave. The guy that was wanting to construct that said we can't bring it up.
What do you think the cop's gonna say? Yeah, go burn off. Go do a burnout. Burn the tar off your tire, man. And then you guys get out of here, right? Here, let's have a burnout session. And then you guys just be on your way. This Staxx use certain people for content and try to make fun of them. You're a goof bud, yeah? You think so? Let me see here.
Put him in a bench. You might. Bobby, put him in the bedroom. Put him in the bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Later.
Stupid ass bitch. All I'm doing is going over this video. I'm not making fun of anybody. What the fuck you talking about? I'm asking people what they think. This shit was posted on the internet. All we're doing is going over a fucking interview, a video. So I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. I'm asking you guys what you think of this situation. That's all. If you think I'm making fun of you, then I don't know what to tell you. Fucking figure it out. I didn't post this fucking video.
Offer tires so we can leave. Now you're stopping us from leaving. We're trying to get the fucking car off our tires so we can leave. Now you're stopping us from leaving.
That's all the tar on my tire. That's all.
I want to go out of your province, but we can't leave unless we get the car off our tires for a good pump.
Like I said, they're not going to let you do a burnout to get the tar off the tire. Am I right? There's some sensitive motherfuckers in this chat, man. Well, not anymore. They're not in the chat anymore. But fucking people need to fucking grow some fucking balls, man, or something.
We got to burn off, which is why we are doing the burnouts, the hot tar. We'll pop our tires.
Right? Making fun. Grow some skin. Right? The fuck is this guy talking about? Go tuck your shit and go sit down on the toilet and shut up.
Right there is what we got to burn off. Which is
all we're doing is debating his argument right here, right? He posted this video and we're just debating what he's saying. That's it. If you have a problem with what we're talking about, I don't go somewhere else.
right there is what we got to burn off, which is why we are doing the burnouts, the hot.
Well, obviously the cops aren't going to let you do a burnout, right? They're not going to say, all right, guys, let's do the burnouts and then be on your way. They're going to say, just get the fuck out of here. Take your tickets and go. But he didn't like that. Now the police arrested for their investigation of harassment and vandalism. Yeah, they don't do that, right?
Car, we'll pop our tires if we don't. We're not trying to be malicious in Quebec.
I'm gonna give you a ticket. I'm gonna get the car off our tires without blowing smoke. Right? You understand what I'm saying? We're trying to get the fucking car off our tires so we can leave. Now you're stopping us from leaving.
So what do you guys think? For all you pussies out there, I know what you think. But anyway, I hope you guys like this show. A lot of great content on the way. In-person interviews coming up. I'm dropping an interview once a week. In person. It's going to be like a mini documentary, so they'll be nice and long. I'm not going to cut them up. It's going to be one interview. I got some pretty big names lined up too, and I have to go around the country and interview them. So if you want to donate towards that fund so we can get this going a little more, I have 3 interviews lined up, and I want to get a lot more. So if you want to donate, any bit helps. You can hit up the Cash App at Chattin With Staxx. Even $1, $5. It all helps. It goes right into the fund, and I'll bring you the dopest content possible. You can donate to Venmo, PayPal, Super Sticker, Super Chat, Zelle, all that good stuff. Buy a membership. Get Patreon. Go to Spotify. We got membership over there. We got a lot of content on the way. I appreciate all you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Today's Friday, right? Hope you guys have a great Friday. A lot of great things to look forward to. If you like this show, hit the like button. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. And if you're a bitch like that dude that was commenting, go tuck your balls between your legs and go sit down when you piss, motherfucker. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now, accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.